So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today it was about time that I covered this topic because I thought it was very interesting, and it's just quite cool to see how mainstream ARK's gone recently with some of the biggest YouTubers talking about the whole Snail Games drama. So I've done a few videos on this recently, and the reason why I'm covering this is because there has been even another very large YouTuber who has covered it, and I was just like, right, let's talk about this. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, as always, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, as it really does help me out. And as you can see, we've got random weapons that aren't normally in ARK Survival Evolved. We've got an AK here, which will just, you know, it's just cool to have these mods, and I'm looking forward to you guys having them in ARK Survival Ascended. So when I last covered this drama that was going on, it was from Jake Lucky, who had posted the tweet about it, about Snail Games and the whole thing that's going on with players being banned, you know, just the whole drama with them, you know, just corrupting everything pretty much. And then since Jake Lucky posted this news, it gained over 16,000 followers, 15,000 likes, and like thousands of retweets on Twitter as well, which for ARK Survival Evolved in 2023, that's pretty crazy. So obviously this caught a lot of attention from big streamers and YouTubers in the community, one being Asmund Gold. Now, obviously, Asmund is a great YouTuber, has been around for a long time. I used to watch him playing like World of Warcraft when I was younger, like when I was quite a lot younger, like I'm talking like 10 years ago. I used to watch, well, I watched a few of his like other games he's played and stuff, but he's always been there. I've always been subscribed. And when I saw the review, I was like, no way has Asmund actually reviewed ARK, especially in 2023. Now, there are some things that I do agree with, and there are some things that I didn't agree with in that video. Asmund was saying that in 2023, ARK still looks absolutely terrible, unplayable, and everything like that. Now, I'm not saying I completely disagree. There are still so many issues, but when you actually come and look at the game and you play the game on full max settings, it is actually quite a good looking game, and you can capture some amazing footage of it. So when there are some streamers playing on certain settings that may make it look worse, I don't know whether people do that to improve the way they can move. I don't know, maybe a PvP streamer can tell me why they do that, but they lower the graphics to make it look, maybe it is to make better play, I don't know, you know what I mean, when they're having to turn around quickly and shoot someone or snipe someone, and maybe lowering the quality makes it better. That's what I'm guessing. So generally in 2023, ARK Survival Evolved does look like a polished game. There are still problems with it, and that was one thing I did have to disagree with, but I agreed with him on many points, you know, that there are still a load of bugs, and it's crazy how this is happening, and this is the publisher of ARK is banning their own players. And it's like, it doesn't make sense to me, because when let's say I created a game, and a lot of people that I hear that create their own games, they don't tend to play it as much. Like, obviously they tend to play it like just to, you know, do a lot of testing, and they might even enjoy it themselves, but because it's so stressful, sometimes I've heard from developers that it takes away some of the enjoyment sometimes, and that is just because of how stressful development can be. But I'm sure there still are loads of developers that enjoy their game, play their own game and stuff, but it does shock me when the publisher, which I'm guessing because they didn't develop the game, is literally destroying the player base. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't believe they're doing this to their own game. It's like they don't care. It's like they've got all their money and they're just thinking, right, I'm just going to enjoy ARK and ruin everyone else's experience. So Asmund's video is really worth being, you know, to check it out, because it's quite funny, and there's lots to like read about, and yeah, just definitely get involved. I'll be leaving the link to it in the description down below. So after that video came out, I was going to do a reaction to it, but I was like, you know, I've done another video on it recently, and I was like, maybe I won't. But then one of my favorite YouTubers from when I was 17, so we're talking 7 years ago now. I think it's 7 years ago now. Was Pyrocynical. Look at this giant Dilo. Look at that. But anyway. So yeah, it was one of my favorite YouTubers. Used to love the whole like roast videos and everything. And I do think when I haven't really watched much of his content since those days, but I did. I do feel like his channel's come on quite a lot. It's pretty cool now. And he covered the ARK news, and I was like, there's no way Pyrocynical is talking about ARK, especially in 2023. But again, he was talking about it and saying about how he was in complete shock that the own publisher of this game is banning people, and how they've literally even stated it in certain messages on Discord privately. And there's apparently a whole load of other stuff going on that a lot of people have inside information into about Snail Games that I don't think they can publish and talk about because it could get them into some legal trouble. So I was going to react to their videos, but I was like, you know what? There's no point. I'm just going to talk about it in a little, my little commentary videos with you guys. And obviously we've got RAK. I don't think it does reach from up here. There's no chance that he's actually going to try and get us from all the way down there. Look. That's a long trip for you to go. But yeah, so it was really cool. Pyrocynical said some good points. I know as a lot of these sort of streamers, the type of people that have played ARK like once or twice, or maybe played it a little bit back in like 2018, 2019 and stuff, because that's when kind of ARK was a lot more mainstream in those times. And it is going to be mainstream again with Survival Ascended. There'll be a lot of people that will probably hop onto it, and when ARK 2 comes out, it will go very, very mainstream again. But it is just interesting to see what they say. And a lot of players haven't. Asmongold said that he just had a terrible experience with the game and he thought it was very buggy. One thing that I did have to agree with is that the way the dinosaurs move, which is apparently going to improve in the new Survival Ascended, but it's the way they sort of he said that they turn one way and then just robotically turn, look down, fall off cliffs. And so I definitely got that point. I thought that was a very, very good point. But overall, I genuinely think ARK is an amazing game. It wouldn't be still this popular 7 to 8 years down the line if it wasn't a good game. The maps are amazing. The dinos are great, even though they do move like robots. And just the whole concept is amazing. And he did say that the concept of ARK is unbelievable, but the way they've implemented it is terrible. And I do agree, but not all the way. I still feel like they have implemented it in a good way. I just think the direction over the last 8 years hasn't been the best direction. And when I was a lot younger, I hadn't learned as much. I've been playing this game since I was 16, and being 24 now, I feel like I can talk a lot more about things, and I've seen how the development's gone, and I've seen it in other games, and I definitely think it could have gone a whole lot better. So this whole Snail Game stuff has definitely enlightened, that's the word I was looking for, like something on just other parts of the game we probably wouldn't have talked out before, which I'm guessing Wildcard aren't going to be very happy about, but it had to be said. And I don't think they're going to give a response, but I do believe they should. There's some of the like biggest, as I said, influencers talking about this, some even small influencers, and between Asmongold and Pyrocynical, in the space of a couple of days, their videos are both on like 250,000 views. That's like 500k views. That's probably more views than like any other news related to ARK gets within like a month. So no, that's a lie. ARK still does get big numbers, but that is big numbers in such a short amount of time. And look what it is. You ready? Look how fast these things are. They're going to be getting a nerf, but they're just crazy. Can I take one down my AK? Look how strong this thing is. It's still coming for us. There we go, it's down. That was still a level 66, to be fair. So yeah, they're getting a massive nerf. I knew they were in the end anyway. I'll be talking about the nerf in videos to come. But let me know what you guys think about this. It's nice to talk about. It's nice to take away some points. I will be leaving their videos in the description down below for anyone that wants to check it out. The biggest question on everyone's mind right now is, are Wildcard going to respond? Are Snail Games ever going to say anything to the community that literally made them so much money? Probably not. I rely on Wildcard. I think Wildcard are generally trustworthy. I don't think they're horrible people or anything like that. I don't know about the people that run the company, you know, like the co-founders, but even them, they seem really nice. And I really can't imagine that they would hate their community and not want the best for their community. I really don't believe that with Wildcard. But Snail Games, on the other hand, I just don't know. I really don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they are just literally sitting back and just thinking, I don't care, or they do care. That's something, I suppose. Look at the size of that, and it's a mod, by the way. But yeah, so that's something we'll be finding out hopefully within the next couple of weeks, maybe, or never. So I'll keep you guys in the loop with all of this drama that's going on. We'll be talking about it as we always do. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday. I know Mondays are never great, but this is why I make these videos, to hopefully you guys can enjoy your Monday a little bit more, even if it is about ARK being annoying. Anyway, leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in my next video.